Hey, what's up everybody? Coach Kyle here, and quick little video. I just came across an article about a study titled How Treading Softly Could Lead to Big Gains in Running Performance. And it's interesting, the research team took 26 male subjects running as normal and then told them to run quieter. And the researchers showed that peak vertical ground reaction force and loading time was lower when they were encouraged to run quieter or softly. High figures for both are precursors to injury, because in an effort to make no sound, 75% of the subjects shifted from heel striking to midfoot or forefoot landing. The benefit? Question mark. A greater awareness of running gait potentially results in more efficient landing and toe off, and ultimately improves performance and reduces the chance of injury. So this is interesting because research also shows the harder you hit the ground, the faster you run. So hitting the ground harder, striking the ground harder, like during a race or a workout, is normal and necessary because that's part of how you run faster. And you don't hit the ground harder on purpose. You consciously think, I'm going to run faster. So that's just part of what happens, along with maybe a cadence increase and or stride length increase, arms pump harder. That's just none of this happens on purpose. That's just how it happens. But it's interesting because they found that when they were told to run softer, 75% of the subjects started practicing a slightly less rear foot landing. And is this better or worse for injury risk? Not really. So now they're landing farther on their midfoot or forefoot. So now they're stressing their Achilles more. So it's not better or worse. It's just different. Heel striking, forefoot striking. The important thing is don't overstride. So don't land with a straightened foot out in front of your body. Keep it a little closer to your body with a bent knee. Forefoot, midfoot, rear foot, doesn't matter quite as much. But the topic here about running quietly is good because when you try to run quieter, when you think, okay, I'm going to run a little bit quieter, I think that it probably does improve their technique. I wonder if they're overreaching, their overstriding maybe went down a little bit. So I would maybe not try to run quieter during a race or a workout, but for your general running, trying to run more lightly is probably a good idea. It's probably not going to hurt anything. So just something to be mindful of. I don't know if I would just go out and change your technique all at once, but maybe trying to run a little quieter going forward. It could help. But like I said, the most important thing is try not to overstride. Try not to land with your foot out in front of your body too much. It's okay if it swings forward and then comes back in, but try not to make initial ground contact with like a super straight leg, super massive heel strike. That's one of the most important things to consider when it comes to running technique. So as always, you keep running and I'll keep coaching.